Hey, afternoon, everybody. How you doing? We're live again. Faircat Sports Show, episode 23. So we are gonna be having talking about the Bears, the season opener, and some other things. But yeah, hope everybody had a great holiday weekend. How was your holiday weekend, Elise?
Peaceful. It was very peaceful, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to cool down a little bit, so that's good too.
It is. It absolutely is. So yeah, it was. That's good. Yeah, we were out of town. We took a impromptu trip down to Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, we got family down. My mother-in-law's down there, my sister's down there, uh,
Oh.
my sister-in-laws, my brother-in-law, all down there. Long story, but why they're all down there. But
Wow. I actually like
that's
North
all it is.
Carolina a lot. I thought it was a
North Carolina,
beautiful state.
North Carolina's cool, man. It's all right. I wouldn't move to that area, Jacksonville
Oh
anymore. But
no, no. I liked Greensboro when I was down there. I liked
mm,
Greensboro and Winston Salem.
yeah, 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 Jacksonville is okay. It's like I used to say it's a country town with a base in it.
Yeah,
It
yeah, it
really
sounds
is.
like it.
I mean, they've done a lot since I hadn't been there in basically 10 years. That was the last
Ooh,
time I was there.
ooh.
'Cause,
That's a long time.
after I got stationed to California, we went back there one time. Unfortunately for my father-in-law's funeral,
Mm.
that was the last time I was there. So September 2014 was the last time
Wow.
I was down there. My wife had been once or twice um, between then, but yeah, it had been like 5 years. Well, yeah, let's see, wait, yeah, about almost 5 years since she had been down there. But yeah, it was cool,
Wow.
man. It's good to get
That's
to see.
good. See family. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, it was good, man. It was good. So that's all right. Like you said, North Carolina's got its good parts. I wouldn't move that region of North Carolina, but Charlotte maybe. It just depends. I don't know. We'll see.
Charlotte's a little too crowded for me. It's a little
Yeah.
like that's like the big city, like everyone's in Charlotte. Like, nah.
Nah, we were
And I
moving.
didn't hate Charlotte. I went, but I didn't hate it. But
Nah, we were
that's
moving
where
out.
everybody is.
Yeah, nah, ain't no way. I'm not living in the city. I live on the
Yeah, no.
burbs like
That's
I
what I said.
live.
Like Greensboro, like Winston Salem. Yeah, I'd be like right there. Like
Yeah, I'm good.
not that far from the city, but I ain't gonna be in Charlotte. No.
Right, right. Yeah, nah, I'm never gonna be like in the
Uh-uh.
city ever again. I
Like
doubt that. I
hearing my
gotta be.
parents because they both came from big cities. No, I'm like that's a pass for me. I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, like I said, I'm, you know, I don't miss the big city like that. I'm like being close enough where you can go if you need to, but
Right,
I'm right where I'm comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good.
right. Like
I
where I
am
live
good.
at, perfect. Like not much goes on. People walk their dogs every day, go to work, and go home.
Same.
That's
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 my
my
neighborhood.
kind of city. Period.
Everybody walking their dogs in my neighborhood, except for me. I
Yep.
don't. I need to walk them. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, Uh,
Anyways,
oh yeah. So this is the week, man. The week a lot of y'all been a lot. The
I'm
week that
so
a lot of
excited.
fans been waiting for.
Oh, I'm salivating at the. I'm just thinking about it. I could like either cry or salivate at the mouth. Oh, it's game week. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yep.
I'm
It
excited.
kicks off tomorrow with Chiefs and what Ravens, right?
Ravens, Chiefs and Ravens.
Ravens, and then the next
AFC
day,
Championship game matchup rematch actually. Uh,
the Eagles and the
Packers in
Packers,
Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah. So yeah. So football basically starts tomorrow. I mean, well, it'll be
It
football
starts tomorrow. Football starts
tomorrow
tomorrow.
till what,
Well,
Monday,
besides
right?
college, college
Besides
started
college.
last week.
But I mean, it'll be college football on Saturday. So
Right.
those who've been missing football and craving it, you gonna get
If you've been craving the
any of
NFL, it's back tomorrow. I'm so excited. I literally could cry. Like, oh, just thinking about it. I
it.
could
Yeah.
cry.
So
I
it's
could
gonna
really
be
cry.
a lot. It's gonna be interesting. The season kicking off. We'll see what the Chiefs and Ravens do tomorrow. I think it'll be a good game.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It is gonna be great.
Want to see how the Ravens bounce back from the disappointing end to last season.
Shoot, shoot, they got some new pieces though. Like they
They do.
They got some questions on the offensive line, like you
Yeah.
know. But Mark Andrews is back. That's good. He's back healthy.
I mean, they lost Patrick Queen, so that's gonna
They
be
lost
interesting
Patrick
to see.
Queen.
Mhm.
But I'm sure they'll well, that's all. Where'd Patrick Queen end up? Oh yeah, Pittsburgh. That's right.
Pittsburgh,
So
yeah.
that's
Hmm.
bizarre. He
Right.
went from Raven Flock to to
He
Pittsburgh.
made
Yeah.
a comment about it too. I forget what he said, but
He made a comment. I bet he did make a comment. I'm gonna have to
he
look
did.
up what
Yeah,
he said
I
because
look it up.
that's
He said
bizarre.
some. He commented on kind of like why he left. But I don't remember exactly what it was.
I don't mind that he left. I just think it's weird that you went to like their biggest rivals. I think that's hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie, because like you can't escape him from the division if you're Baltimore. So I just think it's funny. That's all.
Oh, so he says. Okay, so he says. I got it right here. He said
What do you
they
think?
chose Matabike, allowing Queen to hit free agency after 4 years in Baltimore. He said I was already told that it was going to be down to me or Mbata. I can't say the man's name. I'm messing up
And
right now.
Matabuke.
Mbatabuke, okay. And I kind of already knew that defensive line was a priority. So he knew. Like, hey dog, they because they already had signed Roquan. So,
They paid Roquan.
so they couldn't really pay
They
both
couldn't
of them
afford.
dudes.
Basically, translation, they couldn't afford him. Translation,
They couldn't afford him. Right. Yeah, he couldn't
they
afford him.
couldn't
So,
afford him.
he had
They wanted him
they couldn't
back if he
afford
was
both of them.
willing to take a pay cut, which he wasn't going to do, which I don't blame him at his
Mhm.
age. So he left.
Yeah, because they already paying Lamar. They're paying
Yep.
my man.
And
Then they
Badamuke.
paying Mbadamuke. I'm gonna keep messing his name up. That's all right.
They're paying Roquan.
Roquan. They're paying ain't Mark Andrews, didn't he get paid already?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he got paid.
Then
Um,
they got Derrick Henry.
aren't
They
they
paying
paying
Derrick Henry.
Ronnie Stanley?
I think they are paying Stanley, and then they paying ain't they
Hmm.
paying the other Humphrey? Ain't Marlon Humphrey? Then he got paid
Oh
up.
yeah, Marlon Humphrey got that bag. Plus, they
Yeah,
got to pay Kyle Hamilton what next year or the year after that. I think
yeah,
next
Kyle
year.
Hamilton. Yeah, he coming up
Yeah,
soon.
so
You know what I'm
I
saying? So
think they knew like, oh, we got to pay Kyle here up here in a minute, because I think they're gonna have to repay Mark Andrews as well. I think his
let's
contract's coming up.
see if I can bring it up real quick while we talking
Uh,
about them.
they're gonna soon have to pay Tyler Linderbaum. I think he's
Yep.
got a year left or two. So yeah, they got some guys they gonna have to pay,
Let's
and
see what Spot Track telling us real quick. Let's see. While we sitting there talking, yeah, because I know they got to pay some people now. They ain't.
there's some people are coming up, some big people, some big
So
pieces are
let's
coming up for them.
see. Lamar is yep. Lamar obviously is the highest, 52.
Yeah.
Then Roquan's at 20, and Bada
Yep.
is 24 and a
Yeah,
half.
they just paid
Marlon
him like last week.
Marlon Humphrey's
Marlon,
making 19.5 this year, and
jeez,
his contract. So all these dudes are so these and then you got Marcus Williams. Forgot about Marcus Williams. He's making
oh,
14.
safety, yeah.
So all
Dang, really?
so those five guys are all here till at least 2026.
Yeah.
Then you got
What?
Mark
How much they
Andrews.
playing Mark?
Mark Andrews is at 14. His
14.
contract's up the end of next season.
And the next
After
season.
the
Okay.
25. Yeah, after the 25, then they're paying Justin Tucker 6. Kyle Hamilton, he's contracted until 26. He's making 4. Derrick Henry is making 8
So that's
this
what I
year.
thought. Andrews was coming up. I figured.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, I
So
know
let's
his because he signed that extension a couple years ago. Okay.
see.
So his is coming up.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do it the other way. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, they got some
So
people to pay. That's really what it comes
it's
down to. They got some people they
yeah,
gotta pay.
Ronnie Stanley. Actually, Stanley is up this year. He's
That's what
making
I thought.
7.5. Then they got Cleveland. They got to play Cleveland.
Oh, Ben
Brandon
Cleveland.
Stevens. Yep, Brandon Stevens is up. Justice
Oh,
Hill,
Stevens and Hill is up.
Aguilar.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah. So they got some.
Brandon Stevens.
Brent Urban.
Brandon Stevens is the name to watch in free agency. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get paid.
That's the name to watch at free agency.
He's absolutely gonna get paid. Yep, he's gonna get paid because he's good. He's a solid guy.
Mm-hmm.
He under the radar, but he's really good though. So he's gonna
Mm-hmm.
get somebody. Trust me, somebody got him on. They already looking at. Yeah, we got him. We know they
Right. We got him.
we got him. So yep. So that's cool. But yeah, that game, and then we said the Packers and
Eagles in
Eagles,
Brazil.
Yeah, I saw something. Devin White's not playing, but he wasn't even slated to start.
He's not. He wasn't. He hasn't been practicing anyway. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Plus they still got Nakobe Dean and what's his name?
Who's the other guy?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I just saw the name. I just saw it.
I'm forgetting the dude's name, but anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about because they were just talking about them too.
Both of them are way younger than Dean.
Yeah, so they'll be fine in that sense.
But the Packers that's a big loss with my man going down for the season though.
Aaron Jones? He got a neck issue. I said, dog?
Aaron, what's the other one? What's my name?
Aaron Jones. AJ Dillon. That's what I meant.
AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon. Yeah, he got a neck. That's insane.
Yeah, so I hope they got some backup with Josh Jacobs because
I think they're gonna be relying on Marshawn Lloyd, who they drafted from USC in the 7th round. So they got him. I think they got someone else. I'm forgetting their name. Okay. But they got some. They got enough. I wouldn't say it's a big shoe to fill because AJ Dillon is like one of the best backs in the league. So
yeah, his versatility, man, he's good. I hate to say it, he is. He's good. He's good.
Yeah,
he's not like the premier back, but he's good enough.
He's good enough that's a blow for them, especially for a team that likes to run the ball. That's a blow.
We not worried about you, Jazz. We just saying.
The Jazz ain't nobody talking about you. Dang.
We just talking about
right,
football.
We was just talking about Aaron. You know what? AJ Dillon. Bye. You know what, Jazz? I hope they lose by 50. How's that? Hope they lose by 50.
We trying to show y'all some love.
Right. I was actually giving your team props, and you want to pop. You know what? I hope they lose by 50 now. 50 plus.
Hey, like we're not saying y'all not a good team, but AJ Dillon is a big part of y'all team. Like,
I hope y'all lose by 50 plus now.
Mm-hmm. See,
you done made me mad, Jazz. 50 plus.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not unbecoming. You're unbecoming.
You're unbecoming, Jazz.
Giving y'all props.
50 plus. We was giving you props.
Yeah, sure was. Yeah. But anyways, Bears versus Titans. So, wow, this is gonna be a big week.
Hold on. I have to say this before we do our little deep dive. I love how now all of a sudden everyone's talking about this game isn't a cakewalk and blah, blah, blah. Remember who told you that first?
Who been talking about it?
I just want y'all. I told y'all this first. Okay? I was first. Don't think I don't notice y'all. I noticed. Okay? Like, I noticed. I said this first. I said it from day one that you cannot sleep on the Titans. They're better than people are giving them credit for, and now people want to act like this is a surprise. Like, you know what?
We talked about this.
Go on.
See, what people don't remember is we talked about this on our early shows in the beginning of the summer, right before training camp. Before we took our break, we talked about this because we went down and we saw who they had. Because they got Snead and they got a Woozy. Is it Woozy? A Woozy, right?
Yeah.
Corners, and then they still got McCreary there. Like, they talking about, and then I saw somebody like, I like our back. What did he say? I like our back seven versus theirs. Like, did you even look who they got? I think
they got Jeffrey Simmons plus T'Vondre Sweat. Like, bro,
right now, Jeffrey Simmons is the best player on that team.
Yes, he is.
Period. It's not Will Levis. It's not DeAndre. It's Jeffrey.
It's Jeffrey Simmons, and that's why he got paid like the best player on that team.
Look up his numbers when he in the game. That's why,
bro. He's going to destroy, and I mean destroy our interior. Okay, like our interior.
I'm telling y'all this right now.
Y'all better say their praise.
Nate Davis eat his Cheerios or his Wheaties that
And
day.
Nate Davis shouldn't have any excuses because he played with Jeffrey Simmons for the first 4 years of his career.
Yep.
Like he should know Jeffrey Simmons like a book. If he don't at this rate, and if I see him get cooked one time, I'ma be bro.
They
Like
got a solid line, man. Like we can't sleep on them, man. And I'm you know, while we're glad that people are starting to come hip to us, like y'all got to. There's nothing wrong with being excited about the Bears. Okay, that's fine, whatever. But I think like me and AJ talk about it when Bishop's on, and then when we're on with T and all that on the other show, it's like you gotta maintain your fandom when you're looking at some of these games. Like, okay, yeah, we're Bears fans, and we're gonna be cheering just like everybody else. We're gonna have our jerseys on. We're gonna be talking trash, whatever. But guess what? I'm not gonna overlook the other team on the other side. Like these dudes ain't good. Tennessee struggled last year because they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do with the quarterback situation. See, y'all don't remember that they couldn't make up their minds who they wanted to start.
Right.
Will Levis was not given the keys
until like halfway through the season.
Yes, because they thought Tannehill, but Tannehill was struggling and he got hurt. And then he was like, well, Will, come on in. And then it was still some, oh, we don't know. And then, you know,
and then it was just like,
receiver. They didn't have enough.
And then it was just like, oh, you know what? We'll just roll with the rookie the rest of the year. So,
right. And Derrick Henry did what he could, but they offensive line, correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, and then all they did was strengthen their receiver core. Now you got Calvin Ridley plus D-Hop plus Tyler Boyd, and you still have and you picked up Tony Pollard and still have Tyjae Spears.
They got three good they got three good dudes. You know what I'm saying? I would say the edge we have over there, if we saying receivers, is Dunze's better than Boyd.
Yeah. I would agree to that. But
if you act like Calvin really ain't good, like, yeah, he had a bad season last year, but that man's good. I don't give a damn what you talking about.
Like, it's crazy.
Trevor Lawrence just didn't like throwing on the ball. Like if you seriously watch football, like AJ does, or you know what I'm saying, other people, if you watch them games, he wasn't looking for really like he should have.
But I saw a bunch of Jags people talk about that. It wasn't that Calvin Ridley lost a step. He just wasn't getting the football. Like Trevor just had a connection with Christian Kirk and Zay Jones and who's that tight end they had? Evan Ingram, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That there wasn't really a spot for Calvin Ridley on that team, and that's really what it came down to in the end.
More comfortable with Zay Jones, even though Ridley's better than Zay Jones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was more comfortable with Zay Jones and Evan Ingram and Christian Kirk. So
it's the same thing like with Pittsburgh. What's my man that got traded to Carolina?
Deontay Johnson. Yeah.
It's not like he's bad.
He's not.
They just want to throw the pickings all day long. So it's like, well, guess what? So you looking at this guy like he ain't good. No, he's good. It's just when the quarterback has a guy, sometimes they don't look at nobody else. And it is what it is.
Right.
So
and that's gonna take that. What Calvin Ridley does is he's gonna take pressure off of D-Hop getting double and triple team. Because now you got to pick your poison. Well, you gonna double team D-Hop or you gonna double team Calvin? You
remember we talked about that last week though. Remember we was talking about that or not last week, the week before, whatever it was. But like, okay, if you decide to double D-Hop, that means you leaving Calvin Ridley and Boyd 1-on-1.
Right. You don't want to do that. Like.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's still like they not bums. Like I can see if we were playing somebody that really didn't have three good receivers, but this is a team that has three good receivers and they got a good tight end. So it's like you have to be solid.
Right. That's like us on the opposite side, right? Like I dare Tennessee to double team either Keenan Allen or DJ Moore and leave the other one open with Rome Odunze. You're stupid if you do that. You're gonna be stupid.
Dumb.
No. And the Bears have to be the same way defensively. Don't double team one, because then you're just gonna leave the other one open with Tyler Boyd.
Yeah,
not smart.
Depending on your pass rush to get home and put pressure on Will Levis. That's what they need to do, because
literally,
if you try to double one of them guys, somebody's open.
Somebody's going to be open. Because like I said, even their tight end is decent.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah, no, nope.
yeah. So I think it's gonna come down. I think the game will come down to the trenches. Who wins the trenches?
Yeah,
Like it always does. It'd be
they got
interesting to
they got to be
see.
ready to stop the run. That's how I feel.
Like I hope Shane doesn't abandon the run because I think that early on the season, I think the run should be really,
That we
should
should be run heavy the first half of the
run
season.
heavy just to get everybody's
Run
legs
heavy.
under. Make sure everybody understands the concept of offense and they running because if you don't, your running game don't get established. You see what happens. You don't have no running game in the playoffs. People that didn't have
Hmm.
no running game, they ran out of gas.
Yep.
But people that had a solid running game, like Kansas City, people was talking about their running game, but didn't realize wasn't looking at the actual games. They had a solid running game. They just didn't
Hmm.
use it as often, but they used it enough
That's
to
what
where
that's what killed Baltimore's chances in the AFC title game. They ran
yeah,
away from what was their best attribute,
run the
and they
ball
lost.
and
They
they
should have
lost.
been running that football. I'll tell you that.
Should have been running that ball all the whole game. Just like
That's
look,
what the real talk. That's what Detroit should have done as well, because that's
yes.
what got them there.
I don't know. Yeah, they went away from it in the second half against the 49ers. I don't know
Yeah,
why they did that.
like the
Like,
first half, they ran really well, and that's how they got up in a such a big lead. And then they stopped doing that, and they lost the game. So
yeah, you gotta stick to what's works for you, man.
stick
49ers,
with what's worked for you. That's what got you there. So
right.
you know that's what
You
you have to
built
do.
Yep. Oh, shout out to Trent Williams getting his money. He finally got
Trent
his money
Williams bag, Cam Hayward bag, and they're
back.
both over 30 bags.
Them boys, they
Both
old
got paid
and they
bags.
good as hell. Both are really good.
Right. That's
So,
the crazy thing is they're still good at their age. Like
yeah,
they're old, but they're good at their age. So it's like they deserve their bags. Happy for them. Get your
yeah,
one last bag because they know that's their last bag they're getting.
yeah.
They know this. They know they probably got a good like what 3 years left, maybe 2 3 years left. They know this. So they're trying to get they're trying to squeeze the last amount of money they could get.
Absolutely.
So hey, I don't blame them. Get your bag. Get your bag as long as you can, cause
Right, exactly. Get your bag as long as you can, and then you roll out. You know what
you're
I'm saying?
right.
They
You
gonna pay
roll
you.
out. So
They gonna pay you.
hey,
You go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, Trent knows. Trent knew. He was like, "Look, bro, I know this is my last rodeo, so I want my money." Like,
Hmm.
and it's not like he's not producing. He's still one of the best left tackles in football, arguably the best, if you ask me. So,
Oh,
you
Trent.
know,
Oh yeah, he
yeah.
the best. He the best.
He the best. So even at 30, what, 36? I think he's 36,
Yeah.
37. Even at his age, he's the best left tackle in football. He was
Oh,
going
yeah.
to get his money.
He's
Cam
easy.
Hayward's no slouch either at D tackle. He's no, even at his old age, he's no slouch either.
Yeah, no, he's
Like,
he's he's still top 10.
he's still productive, right? He's still top
Still top
10.
10.
So,
Still top 10. It's not even
it,
close.
right. Like, he just got slowed down by injury last year. But even then, he was still putting up top 10 numbers.
Game record. He's still a game record.
Like he still was putting up top 10 numbers, so he was gonna get his bag too.
His
So
name's still on the scouting report when they come in. Like
right, yeah,
he
be
can't let
stupid if you want to, and disrespect Cam Hayward, he still will cook you.
yeah,
Period.
yeah. So you got to yeah. So that's the thing. Like so,
Like but I think San Fran and Pittsburgh knew that. They're gonna get their bag. Like I think they knew that. I think they weren't gonna let those two just leave.
yeah.
Those two are two important pieces of their team. Like, and they know that. So
Right, right. Yep.
you keep
So
you keep your best players around. You don't let them leave, no
mm-hmm.
matter what. That's why I don't think Brandon Ayuk was ever gonna leave. Period. To be honest,
Nah, I don't think so either.
like San Fran's not stupid. Like, bro, he's one of your best players. Like you don't let that out the door. You don't.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. You don't let that out the door. Stupid.
That's so dumb. You don't let that leave.
But I'm happy for Ayuk, man. He got his
Yeah, he
money.
got his money, even though San Fran was playing games. I don't know
Yeah.
what San Fran was doing. That dragged on way longer than it needed to. Like, for I don't know. Like, Ayuk
Yeah.
said he made it difficult than it had to be. I don't really think he did. I think he just wanted to get paid, and San Fran tried to lowball him, and he wasn't going to have that.
Mhm.
And so it was kind of this back and forth for a while. But
Yeah.
it,
Yep.
like, I'm just glad San Fran came to this sense. Pay the man. You know
Pay
that's
the
your
man.
best
Right.
player. You know he's the bread and butter to y'all's offense. Like y'all know this. Like if you want a real Super Bowl run, you know you need Brandon Ayuk.
You do.
Like, come on.
Yeah. He's
Just
he's
as
he's
much
that
as you
good, man.
need Debo, just as much as you need George Kittle, just as much as you need Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy and Trent Williams, you need Brandon Ayuk. They knew that. They knew that. They
Right.
just, I don't know. That's the Niners, though. They like to wait last minute. They did it. Remember, they did it with Joey Bosa.
They
And
did.
everyone
Yep.
was freaking out about Joey Bosa. And I said it then. I said he's going to sign. Sanford's just playing games. I don't know why. They're just playing games. And guess what? He signed literally the Saturday before the game Sunday.
Yep.
He
And
literally
play.
signed that Saturday. And I was like, see, y'all freaked out for nothing. He was going to sign. Sanford was just likes to drag things out. That's really what it is. They
They
like to
like,
drag
yep.
it out. And it's like, dude, you went through all of that for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
just pay the man. You
Just
knew you were
saying.
gonna, and I think that's the thing is Sanford knows they were gonna get these deals done, so they were in no rush to get them done, which is
Mm-hmm.
a very bad strategy in my opinion. But it was like with Joey Bosa, they knew it was gonna get done, so
Mm-hmm.
they dragged it out longer than it needed to be, and it got done.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. So I
It'll
would.
be interesting to see what the Bears do with Tevin Jacobs, though, because the guard market's only going up. Sam Cosby just got paid a bag by freaking Washington. We
Mm,
know Quinn Miners got extended this offseason for like 20 plus million. You know the Colts are going to extend Quinn Nelson and give him practically whatever he wants.
yeah. Whatever you
So
want. Just they gonna
if
bag up the truck to his
they going to bag
house.
the truck up for Quinn Nelson. We already know this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, Like that's why they probably won't pay their center, even though he wants a new contract, because they know they got to pay Quinn Nelson 25 plus $1 million. They already
Yep.
know this,
Yep.
so they're gonna get him done in the offseason. So
Mm-hmm.
no, he will not be available. I know that's a dream everyone's gonna hope and
For Quentin
have, but
Nelson, he ain't
yeah,
coming. Over.
he's
No
not,
way.
bro. Indy's gonna throw him the bag. They're gonna give him his money.
Oh, he's not going nowhere.
He's not going nowhere. Trust me. Watch. I said it the first time he was a free agent. I'm like, Indy's gonna pay him. They're just
Mm,
again another team that likes to drag stuff out, but they're gonna pay him. Why? Because he's the best player on their offensive line. Actually, yeah, arguably he's their best player, and they
he is.
know this.
He's their
So
best
they're
player.
not gonna wait. They're not gonna let him just walk away in
It'll
free
be.
agency
It'll
and
be
be
the
like,
same thing.
I'm getting a bag from someone else. No, they're gonna pay. Watch. Promise you, they're gonna pay him at the end of the offseason. No,
He's
at the
only.
end of the season.
He's only gonna leave if he wants to leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically. Basically. He's only
Yeah.
gonna leave if he wants to, and it sounds like he doesn't even want to.
It's
Right.
gonna be. It's gonna be like Joe Thomas.
Right.
Uh, Joe Thomas could have left Cleveland.
Right. Right. But he didn't want to,
He didn't
and
want
and
to,
Cleveland
and
paid him
they
his
made sure
money.
he wasn't going nowhere. They like, yeah, nah, we know you got
Right.
other offers,
And
but here you go.
that's what Indy's gonna do. Trust me. Watch. I'm telling you right now. Indy's gonna make sure Quinn Nelson gets his money. They're
Oh
not.
yeah,
They're not gonna let him leave.
they not.
It'll be a nice pipe dream for us. We could do hypotheticals about it, kind of like with Micah Parsons that I saw floating around. We could do hypotheticals for it, but in reality, we should know it's not gonna happen. We should know
Micah
this.
Micah Parsons ain't going nowhere.
He's not. Dallas is going to pay him just like they paid CeeDee Lamb. They're going to pay him. They're not. You don't let, and I say this all the time, you don't let your best players leave. Why do you
Yeah,
think the Bears paid DJ more the money they did now? Because they saw guys like CeeDee Lamb get a bag. They saw guys like Brandon
but they
Ayuk
knew that they
get
knew
a
them guys were
bag.
getting it back. They knew they were about to get it back, so
Like
they had to get it.
they knew 2 years in advance. Like, hey, if we don't pay DJ now, we'll have to pay him more than we would be paying him right now.
Yeah. So
That's why they
imagine,
paid him with 2 years left on his original deal,
so
right?
imagine had they waited, what
Imagine had they
his
waited
number
till
would
the
have been.
end of this year, right? How they waited till the end of this season and he put up more career numbers, bro. They would have had to pay him 30 plus, and they
Right.
know that. They knew that. That's why that was smart by the Bears. Nah, pay him now, so that way when these other dudes get paid, shoot,
Yeah.
It don't look shoot. That's why I said nah. The Indy's not stupid. They're going to pay, and I guarantee you, they see this guard market. They're gonna pay Quentin Nelson. Quentin Nelson will get his bag. Micah Parsons will get his. Like these teams aren't stupid.
Mike
They're
ain't
gonna pay
going.
their best players.
He's not going anywhere. If he goes somewhere, it's because he want to go.
Trust me, that Quentin Nelson's not going anywhere. Indianapolis will make sure whatever he wants, Indy's gonna give it to him. Whatever he wants.
It's certain guys, you know. They
Plus,
only
you
going
still got Anthony Richardson on a rookie contract. Yeah, they're not getting rid of their best offensive lineman. They're crazy to do that. They're not gonna do that.
Think about this. Yeah, and ironically, we're playing his old team. Derrick Henry was supposed to have been traded 4 years ago.
Exactly.
He didn't go nowhere. Why? Because he didn't want to go. And they knew they wanted. They were just seeing if anybody's gonna be dumb enough to give him everything they want.
Hello.
They weren't gonna trade him. They were just dangling him out there.
That's like the Ravens, right? When Lamar was a free agent, right? And they're like, we dare a team to trade us 2 first-rounders for Lamar Jackson.
Right.
No team was gonna do that, and the Ravens knew no team was gonna do that. So the Ravens are like, we're gonna pay him regardless, but we want to see if there's a team dumb enough to trade us 2 first-round picks.
I mean, if the Niners just did it with IU.
Right.
They had a hell of a deal from the Steelers, but they wanted a player, and the Steelers were like, nope. You're not getting the current.
Right. Well, you're not about to fleece us. Nah, dog.
Nope.
That's why I'm like, Brandon Ayuk's probably going to stay at this rate. Like,
he's not going nowhere. He'll be there for at least the next 2 or 3 years. He ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. Like, that, come on. That was like when that whole thing with Jonathan Taylor blew up. I'm like, watch him be back in Indy. Indy's not stupid. Indy's just playing games, right? And he requested a trade and blah, blah, blah. And guess what? He got what he wanted. He got his contract and he got his money.
Yep.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, like free agents, like you look at the free agents, most of them are A, 30 plus, and B, they're free agents for a reason. Like the top dogs, they don't leave, bro. I just hate to be that one. The top dogs don't leave. They don't.
Very, very rarely.
It's very rare if the top dogs leave.
It's like, or if they just so perfect example. So I'm looking at the depth chart, right? Tony Pollard, right?
Yeah.
Now the Cowboys really don't have a number 1 guy at running back because they let Tony Pollard go.
Exactly.
So there's an example of team being stupid. Like, oh, we're gonna just let you go. No, you idiots, you should have paid him.
Right.
You know I mean, now you got a running back committee when you had a number 1 guy. And then you could have brought the other guys along, but you didn't want to pay him. And so now we gonna see what y'all running game looks like.
Right, like
nothing.
So, most of these teams, they aren't stupid. Their best players are gonna get their money, no matter how long it takes. And sometimes they just like to, toy. I feel like sometimes these teams know, hey, what can I do to piss off the fan base? What can I do to get other fan bases riled up? When in the end, it was always going to be what it was, which is that guy is getting his money to stay with that team.
Damn, I'm looking at Tennessee offensive line. They got a good offensive line.
They got a good offense. People are sleeping though, but I love that addition of Lloyd Cushenberry. That was fantastic.
They got J.C. Latham. They got Latham at left tackle.
Skoronski at left guard. Dog.
Cushenberry center.
Nice pickup.
They got Redunds at right guard, and then they got Pettit Ferre. I think that's how you say it.
Pettit Ferre, yeah. Dog.
They got a good offensive line, and then they tight ends are Josh Weil and Nick Vanett, and then let me see. Well, we know the running backs they doing.
Chuzi, is Chuzi Okogie not there anymore?
For who? For the
Tennessee.
Okogie? I don't see his name. Hold on.
He was a tight end, I thought.
They got Thomas Oduku. They got Oduku. Odokia.
Adoku?
Yeah, Odoku.
Is he a tight end?
Yeah, Thomas O.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he's nice.
Third string. David Martin Robinson and him are third string. They got Vanett listed as second, and Josh Weil is the starter.
Yeah, that's pretty inaccurate because what's his name is like their top tight end. But anyway,
but then they defensive line like this.
Bro, Tavondre Sweat, how big is he? Like 360 pounds plus Jeffrey Simmons weight, bro.
Oh, look at this. This is they D line. Sebastian Joseph Day,
Damn.
Devontae Sweat, Jeffrey Simmons, and Arden Key.
Wow. Dang.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When did they get Arden Key? I missed that. Wow.
I have no idea, but they got him. And then they got Jack.
Didn't they pick up Jamal Adams and Quandre Diggs?
They do. So they got Landry. They got Harold Landry at outside linebacker with Gibbons, Jack Gibbons, who's pretty good.
Yeah.
And don't forget, they traded for Ernest Jones.
Yeah, he nice. He is
So
nice. The Rams were stupid for that one.
He might end up being a starter by the end of the season. Then you got Awuzie at the corner, and then you got McCurry at nickel.
Yep. McCurry's the dog.
Brownlee Jr. is backing both of them up. Then you got Amani Hooker and Quandre Diggs at safeties with Jamal Adams and Mike Brown backing them up. And then L'Jarius Sneed with Darrell Barker. Wow. Darrell Baker Jr. backing him up.
Wow. Yeah,
they got a good team.
That's a good defense. That's not gonna lie.
Good defense.
That's a good defense. Their offense ain't bad either, though. Their offense ain't bad either.
Their receivers is Ridley, Boyd, Hopkins, and then they got Burks and Jaquan Jackson Black. Jaquan Jackson, and Akine.
Right, Westbrook Akine as well. Wow. Yeah, that. Now I'm telling y'all, this ain't gonna be a cakewalk game. I'm not saying we can't win and we won't. We probably will because we're at home. But I'm just saying, like, I also wouldn't be shocked if we lost. I wouldn't. Like, I feel like people are sleeping on the Titans, and that this is a better team than maybe people want to realize. So
yeah. They're a lot better than some people want to give them credit for. And
right.
It's like, well, that's fine. You want to be excited, but you overlooking them, and like you think we can destroy them. If we destroy them, I'll definitely be shocked, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think it's gonna be a close game. I just feel like yeah, they brought in some new guys, some new pieces, but so do we. So, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
every team got better in the offseason. That's how I always look at it. You could say the Bears got better. Sure they did, but so did everybody else.
All right. You gotta remember we got new running back starter. Yep. Then you brought in Gerald Everett and Keenan Allen.
Yep.
You got Kevin Byard at safety. You know what I'm saying? So we got some new guys too. So it ain't like our whole team was solid, and then we got a new center and
quarterback.
Quarterback. I'm sorry, quarterback. Yeah, because they got. Let's see who they got. I'm looking at. So here's the.
Their center is Lloyd Cushenberry.
No, I'm talking about the Bears. So I got the Bears up.
Oh, it's Coleman Shelton.
Yeah, so they got Shelton starting. So it's Braxton Jones, Tevin, Shelton, Nate Davis, and Darnell Wright. And then backing them up is Karan, Ryan Bates.
Amagaji, Ryan Bates.
Doug Kramer. Finally, Bill Murray, and Matt Pryor.
Well, I think it's because Bates is probably not going to be ready week 1. I think once Bates is back fully healthy, you'll probably see them cut Doug, and he'll go back to the practice squad.
I don't know, because I this is my thinking, right? Because I think we kind of done that kind of ridiculous stuff. Just leave him there, especially if let's just say Ryan Bates not ready for 3 weeks. Just leave Doug there. Like
that's what I said when he's fully healthy.
I'm just saying, but even if he gets fully healthy, just leave him there. Like I'm not gonna sit here and just change that.
Most teams don't carry 10 though. Because also you got to remember Borum's going to be coming back, and
he'll come back after 4 weeks though.
Yeah.
And, we'll see who they decide to let go. Because right now they got, let's see, we already know the tight ends. They got Keenan, Rome, and then Velus listed as the wide receivers on one side. And
we all know Velus ain't a receiver, dog. We all know this.
DeAndre Carter. Well, Velus is gonna be a gadget guy. He's gonna be everything. And they got Swift, Herbert, and Roschon. And then Homer. Well, I think Roschon dropped because he got hurt. If Roschon didn't get hurt, I think he ends up being the number 2 guy.
Yeah.
So, let's see who they got as the end. They got Sweat. Back them up as Darrell Taylor and Dom Rob. Damn, Dom Rob dropped the third string. Jesus.
Bro, I thought they were gonna cut Dom Rob. I'm
Man,
so serious.
that
I'm
man
so
fell.
serious.
That man fell a lot, man. Good
But
gracious.
talk about a fall off, bro.
Fall off.
Dom Rob hasn't even looked better than Austin Booker, and Austin Booker hasn't even played meaningful snaps yet.
Mm-mm. Wow.
The fall off was crazy, bro.
It's crazy. So then they
The
got
fall off was
Billings.
crazy.
Well, we
Yep.
already knew Billings and Pickens backing him up. Dexter,
Dexter.
Chris Williams is backing him up. And they got
Yeah.
Walker, Booker, then Hardy.
Yeah.
Hardy. And then you got the linebackers. Of course, you got Edwards and Edmonds. And then you got OG.
My boy,
OG
Sanborn.
and Sewell backing up Edwards, and then Sanborn, Sanborn's backing up Edmonds. And then I would no surprise on the safeties in the corners.
Nah.
We all knew, but the
Yeah, we
backups,
all knew.
Elijah Hicks, Owens, Blackwell, Terrell Smith, Jalen Jones, and then they
Yep.
got so Bayless Jones is kick return, him and
No.
Carter, and then they
I
got
hope not.
well they
God, no.
both of them. So them two are kick return and punt return.
Who?
But they
DeAndre Carter?
Yeah, they got DeAndre Carter listed ahead of Bayless for punt return, but kick return Bayless is ahead of DeAndre Carter.
Bro, I'm so sorry. I watched Hard Knocks last night, and I can't, bro. Like, what is it? Like, does he
I
have
told y'all.
My question is, does he have nude photos of Ryan Poles? That's what I need to know.
I told y'all what was going to happen.
Bro.
You and Bishop swore up and down. I didn't know what I was talking about. I told y'all, but what was going to happen?
Oh, does this man have nudes of Ryan Poles? I don't understand.
I told y'all Bayless wasn't going nowhere. Look at
I don't understand, bro. I don't get it, bro. I don't.
He wasn't going nowhere, man.
Bro, this man cried over Adrian Colbert, but kept freaking Velus Jones on the roster. I don't understand, dog. I don't get it. I don't. Like,
but I mean,
what kind of dirt
who was Colbert going to? Whose spot was Colbert going to take, though?
Was he play safety?
Mm-hmm.
I would have cut Elijah Hicks for him. Nah, I'm so serious when I say that.
Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, you could have cut Hicks, but Hicks been solid though. Like we can't lie and act like Hicks wasn't solid when he came in. Now, like the man is solid, man. The man
this year, he wasn't last year.
Well, he was decent. He was decent.
He looked better this year. He's definitely looked better. I'll give him that. I'm just saying that's probably who I would have cut. I'm just saying though. Like, Bayless got to have dirt on Ryan Poles or something. He got to have nudes or something. I don't know. Like,
I don't know because apparently what's his name? The running backs coach and Shane were gushing over Bayless yesterday in the press conference. I didn't see it. I haven't seen it yet. But apparently they were like Bayless.
Dog. Bro, this the same dude that didn't know how to use Kenneth Walker. What are we talking about?
I'm just saying.
This is the same dude who couldn't use Kenneth Walker correctly.
I know that.
Stop, dog. You can't. This is the thing. See, unlike some people, actually, unlike majority of the people, I watch film on every team in the NFL. Okay, because I like football, so I know what I'm watching. A man who doesn't know how to use running backs is gushing over a fifth-string running back. You're in a world of hurt. You're in a world of hurt if that's who you're gushing over.
You gotta.
I'm so serious when I say that.
You gotta watch. I gotta figure out the episode. I have to get the guy's name, man. But if he was on with Adam Rank. He's a Seattle Seahawks beat reporter.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about Shane Waldron. Like this is when they hired him.
Yeah.
He was talking about. He's like, I like Shane, but this past season he fell off, and it's because he basically abandoned the run game.
Hello. That's why I'm like, they gushing over a fifth stringer who I know they ain't even gonna utilize like that. Because you don't even utilize running backs anyway.
I'm just saying, like
you see, this is why I'm passionate because you can't fool me. I watch this stuff so I know what I'm looking at. You can't lie to me. You can lie to everybody else because they don't know what they're looking at. Or because they just wear the C on their helmet and this, that, and the third, or on their hats and shirts and all that. You cannot fool me. You abandoned the run game last year, which is why your offense fell off.
Yep.
Okay, and then the fact that you abandoned the running game and still couldn't even use your third best receiver because you gave all your targets to a broke dude in I forget that dude's name, whoever their tight end was.
Oh
Will
yeah,
Disley or whatever. Who was that?
Disley. I think it was Disley. I think it was.
Right? You were giving targets to Disley than you were Jackson Smith and Jigba. Like, no, bro. You can't fool me, bro. You can't do it.
Right.
You cannot fool me. That's why I'm of the wait and see approach and mindset. Okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying way. I'm waiting to see what it look like on the field.
I want to see what it looks like
Regular
on
season.
the field come Sunday. I want
Regular
to see
season.
it for myself.
Your
Because
best
what
versus
I saw
our best.
last year from Shane Waldron's office in Seattle is not something I'm necessarily thrilled about. Just gonna keep that a buck. Hate to be the Debbie Downer here, but hopefully hopefully we get 2023 Shane Waldron. If we could get that one, or I mean 2022. If we could get 2022 Shane Waldron, then I like that Shane Waldron. That Shane Waldron was cooking.
He was balanced. He was more balanced.
He was balanced. Now, if we get 2023 Shane Waldron, I'm gonna be really mad.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep that a buck.
I think we gotta keep in mind. You gotta keep it balanced, especially now, like because the defenses are really, really good. And if you just try to throw the ball all over the field, it don't necessarily work. It's the same thing. If y'all remember, like Kansas City didn't look like Kansas City did in the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season. I think a lot of y'all forget. Like they struggled, and we was like, man, is it Mahomes? Is it Nagy? Who is it? What's the problem? Well, guess what? They were still trying to figure out. They want to run. They want to throw the ball because they thought they had the receivers. They were ready, and none of them were.
And then they realized they didn't have the receivers, so they're like, okay, let's just run the ball.
Run the ball.
To set up easy completions for these receivers. And what happened? They were fine by the second half of the season when they needed to be. Yep. Okay. Defense was top notch all season, and they got where they needed to be.
Right. Because once the defense got hot, that's when they were able to start. Okay, all right, well, we can throw the ball a little bit, but we still got to run. And then once the receivers finally started catching the damn ball, then we seen them take off. But until
then they took off.
Struggling. It was struggle city.
It was struggling, and I'm just like, they need to run the football. That's, but that's the thing is, a lot of these teams don't like to run the football.
That's the same. But remember,
it's
that
like a sickness for them. They don't want to run the football.
Remember, that was something that Andy Reid struggled with in Philly. He would not stick to the run, and then they would get to damn near the promised land, and then it's like he would just go away from what worked. And it's like,
that's what cost the Bears the Super Bowl in 07 or 06, 07.
Yeah,
right?
Because we decided we wanted to do something different.
They was running the ball up and down the Colts' throats the first half, and what happened? Rex is our guy. They started making Rex throw the football, and what happened?
Let's get Rex involved.
Once Rex started throwing the football, we lost.
We lost. No, let's not get Rex involved.
Bro, think of Seattle when they played New England in the Super Bowl. You're at the half-yard line. All you need to do is run the football. Run the football. You were at the half-yard, and I'm pretty sure it was only first down or second down. So you had two more attempts.
They didn't have the problem was, and I'm not even gonna say the problem. They were scared. Because they felt like they didn't have enough time. Because they didn't have no time.
So even if you didn't get it on third down, on second down, you would have had third down and fourth down to rely on.
So instead of them just saying, screw it, we're gonna go here, them dudes decided, we're gonna try to throw a slant.
Let me throw it on the half-yard line. That was the dumbest thing I had ever seen in my Super Bowl. Like watching the Super Bowl that year. I'm just like, you have Marshawn freaking Lynch, and you threw the ball at the one?
Everybody in the building thought it was going to be Marshawn. Did you see the interview where Malcolm Butler was talking about it? They just knew he was getting the ball, and then they came out and they lined up. He said, I know what they're finna do. And he jumped the play. He knew it as soon as they lined up. He said, I know what play they were going to do.
I was like, bro, I could not believe what I had watched. I said, no freaking way did you just not hand the ball off to arguably the best running back in the league at that time. You had
But
freaking
that's the
beast
thing.
mode, bro, and you didn't hand the ball off. Like that is, I'm sorry, that
But
is that is wild.
that shows you how good Bill Belichick was. He had them dudes so prepared that yeah, that play worked a couple plays prior, but they all of them said, "Oh, they doing this. Don't worry about it. Shoot the gap. Game over." Like you damn dummies. Like he knew
Like,
what was coming.
bro,
Good gracious.
and then the crazy thing to me was they was like the fact that Pete Carroll and Harold Bevel, I think it was, and Russell Wilson were shocked that they lost. I'm like, y'all throw it at the one. Oh, I still can't let that down because I'm just sitting here like, no way they do anything stupid where they cost themselves the Super Bowl. And what does Seattle do? They throw it at the one. There's no, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't. Like, I don't get it. Like, oh, that was probably the craziest Super Bowl I've seen in my life. I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow. And I had no dog in that race, and I was just like, wow. Like, I I would have hated to be a Seattle fan
Yeah,
that
no,
year.
yeah, no.
I would have hated it because I would have been like, no freaking way.
Wait,
Like,
yeah, no.
I would have hated it. I would have been like, what?
Yeah, that was I couldn't believe they did that, man. I think we all were shocked when it happened.
I was just like, wow. And I'm like, this is why the Legion of Boom broke up. That there is
That was the
why
start.
it broke up. That's why it
Wait,
fell apart. That play right there, that one play cost us a few more years of the Legion of Boom.
I'm a,
That play right there.
I'm glad you said that because that brings me to something. I'm gonna just rant, not even rant, just real quick. I thought about this over the weekend or prior to the weekend. You know, what I'm saying when Pittsburgh name they started, whatever. I was like, it's amazing how.
Easy $20.
But let me
Yeah.
tell you something. This is the crazy part. Is it's like, okay, we all can say Russell is a pretty good dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's also a damn diva. Like
Oh
this
yeah,
dude's a diva for real.
bro,
And
it's so obvious, right? Because
it is now it is to me because I was like, okay, maybe
because
Richard
look,
Sherman
I
tripping.
used to like Russ. I'm not even gonna lie to people and pretend I used to like Russ. But this man be so corny sometimes. I be like, bro, do you even see yourself? Like, bro, every day this man is doing something, and I'm just like, bro, this is why you get like this is why you
But
get
it's like,
made fun of, bro. Like,
dude, you got to earn it.
he
And then
can't
I
read a room.
remember,
I
and I
promise.
remember like I heard Richard Sherman was talking about they were getting frustrated with my man Pete Carroll because he was showing him favoritism. And it was like
Yeah, I can
they would
believe
get in
that.
trouble when they weren't doing stuff right, but he would get a pass all the time. He wouldn't have cost them like he did. He wouldn't have cost Russell like he did everybody else. And they was like, this is some bull crap. You know what
The
I'm saying? So
bro.
it's like, and then with that, I'm like, oh man, see, this is
Yeah, the
why
Legion of
you know.
Boom was never gonna last because of that. That like the way Pete Carroll treated Russ, it was never gonna last.
Well,
Never.
it just makes sense now. Like it's like now you went to Denver, you had your own office, all this other stuff. Now you go here, you weren't
Bro,
gonna sign unless
ma-
they made you the starter. Like
my,
what?
my
Come
thing
on,
is
bro. You're not that
is
guy no more.
that's the crazy part is that's why I'm like, why are people surprised? surprised. They that was literally the whole thing. That's why he didn't sign with New York. Because the
Yeah,
Giants couldn't promise him the starting job. They said, nah, you'll have to beat out Daniel Jones, which he easily would have done. Okay, let's keep that a buck.
right,
Okay. But he would have beat out Daniel Jones. That's not a
right. Yeah,
hard
he would have
feat.
beat him out. Yeah, Daniel Jones
But
looked terrible in preseason.
but um
I'm sorry, he looked like himself.
Pittsburgh was just like, no, we'll just give it to you because we freaking hate Kenny Pickett anyway. They hated Kenny Pickett anyway. And that's why Kenny left. Kenny's like, oh no, this is what y'all so one, y'all lied to me. Two, I gotta deal with this. Nah, I'm good. You could
Yeah,
trade me.
yeah. His aunt
Yeah,
went in. His aunt ripped him to shreds. I was like, goodness.
that
That's
dude.
but that's when I
His
saw
aunt's
that
a
I was
nice
like,
lady.
okay. I was like, when I saw that, I was like,
When she spilled the tea to me, I was like, oh yeah, I was
yeah.
like,
I was
oh,
like,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it actually makes sense though. It fits. That's why I'm like, all right,
Yeah, yeah.
that's Pittsburgh's problem
Was
now.
they on some
But
other stuff. But
my
anyway,
thing is, Denver was stupid from day one. I would have never gave that man his own office for number one.
yeah, that was
Okay,
stupid. That was.
that was dumb from
But
day one. Two, you gave him a contract without even him playing a snap for you. That was strike two. Like,
yeah,
no,
it
I
just
would have
seems
made
like
him earn it, bro. Because I think he still had 2 years left
he
on
was
his
giving this
current
man
deal that he was already on.
keep letting him give. They keep making these promises to him, and then it's like if he don't deliver, then you looking at him like y'all the ones that gave him all this money. Y'all the
That's
ones
what
that doing
that's
all
what I
this.
said. I would give it. I would give it 3-4 weeks. 3-4 weeks though. Trust me. 3 to 4 weeks. Give it time. It's not gonna take that long.
He's not gonna mess around. He's not messing around. He not. One thing about him, he's trying to win. He's not gonna sit here and play the game. He's not gonna be like, oh
Right.
yeah, no, bro. No, you
Give it
got
3 to 4 weeks. That
yeah,
believe me, in 3 to 4 weeks, if they're 1-3,
yeah.
trust and believe there will be a change because the Steelers don't play that. They do not know. They don't play that, bro. They will switch quarterbacks. They've done it 2 years in a row. They'll do
They'll
it.
do it again.
They will do it
They'll do it
again.
again.
That's why
So
I said
anyway,
don't give it time. It'll happen.
so we'll
Team
go
captains though.
real quick. Team captains though, the Bears announced 8 of them.
8.
Caleb
That's
Williams,
a lot.
DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, Mercedes Lewis, Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, Jalen Johnson, and Kevin Byard. So, I mean, he did. What did you say? He did 5 last year, and then they named a special guy every week. So I don't.
So they named 4 last year and named a special guy every week. So
yeah. So I don't think we're gonna be experiencing that. So he said this is all season. So there it is. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
So,
8 captains all season.
Yep.
Happy for Cole Kmet. Okay,
Yep.
first time captain. That's why you see the Cole in the background. Happy for Cole. Same with who else was first time? Isn't it TJ?
Jalen. It's TJ.
Jalen. No, it's Jalen.
It's Jalen, right?
Yeah. Jalen. Oh, and TJ, right?
Mm-hmm. I think TJ won. Yeah, he won.
Yeah, TJ and Jalen as well. So happy for those 3 for sure. 2 hometown guys. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
2 hometown guys, and then you got Jalen Johnson, which it's about time Jalen Johnson was named a captain. About time.
Yeah.
Like happy for him. About deserving now. Mercedes Lewis doesn't shock me. Big dog.
Yeah,
big dog.
Exactly.
So happy for that. I think 8's a lot, but all 8 are deserving though, in my opinion. So
yeah, all of them. They all deserve it.
They're all deserving of it. Caleb, I knew he was gonna get it. The day people started complaining about him asking the teammates to pick up after themselves, I'm like, oh yeah, Captain 1 right there, bro.
I mean, he was getting it the day they named him starter. I wasn't
right. Like a disclaimer, guys. Every starting quarterback gets named captain. Okay, Bo Nix is a captain, bro. It happened. Like, come on now, come on.
Yeah, the Bears just haven't named no rookie quarterback, but everybody else has.
Everyone else has.
Sure
like, think of guys.
This
is how you know every quarterback gets named captain. Mike Glennon. We named Mike Glennon a captain, bro.
Correct.
Mike freaking Glennon. Giraffe neck. And we know how long that don't get me started. I'm about to start screaming. Nope. We know how giraffe neck turned out. They're supposed to do that. Like that's kind of like by default, I feel like. I hate to be that one, but it's by default. Unless you're the Atlanta Falcons last year, which I don't blame them because freaking Desmond Ridder, I'm sorry, is not a needle mover for me. Unless you're freaking the Falcons and you you just couldn't name your quarterback a captain, which made sense last year.
Yeah, because he was
your quarterback's a captain. Jacoby Brissett, who will probably get benched, actually will get benched at some point, was named a captain.
He will.
Okay? And he was named a captain. He will get benched. Russ will get benched as well. Yep. Don't be surprised if Daniel Jones gets benched.
Yeah. Yep.
And he was named a captain. Quarterbacks are supposed to be named captains. I hate to be that one. But even still, Caleb deserved it.
He did.
He's been nothing but a good leader since he's been here, so he was gonna get it regardless.
Yeah, he
But
put in the work. He deserved it. You know what I'm saying?
he
Absolutely.
deserved it. I'm not saying he didn't. So don't get that twisted. I'm just saying even quarterbacks that are getting benched were named captains. So
Yeah,
just
yeah,
keep that in
yeah,
perspective. That's
yeah. He
all
just,
I'm saying.
he deserved it. And we'll see.
Mhm.
He gets to carry that. He gets to carry that
Mhm.
burden all season. It's not going nowhere else. So
Nope.
congratulations to him.
Yeah,
See
congrats to
what
him.
he
He
do.
deserved it. Definitely did.
See
Watch,
what he
Jaden
do.
Daniels will be named the captain too. Watch.
Yeah,
And
all of them.
not
All of them will.
all
You
of them.
said Bo
Bo
Nix
Nix,
already. Bo Nix
right?
already.
Bo Nix was named one, and Bo Nix deserved it too. I'm just saying. Like
Hey, the way
by
they was talking
default.
about JJ was gonna be named one. Trust and
Mhm.
believe. Trust.
Exactly. Hmm.
The way they was talking
So
about him. So that was, and well, I knew it. I'm not saying JJ McCarthy is by any means a great starting quarterback, but I will say that he's good enough to get some wins. But I didn't think Sam Darnold was gonna last anyway as a starter.
no,
I just felt like
no.
JJ was gonna take over.
Yeah, he's gonna take over at some point. That was gonna be Sam the whole season. Sam Darnold will be named the captain, even though he was named the captain in New York.
The Jets, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, just keep that in mind. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be guys who are named captains right now that probably get benched at some point in the season. Happens
Correct,
all the time. It
correct.
happens. So, you
Yeah,
know, but happy for all the guys that got named captain. They definitely deserved it. For
absolutely,
sure. For
absolutely.
sure. Like they deserved it.
Congratulations to
Like
all of them. Y'all, they all worked their butts off and they got it.
they all are and they all are leaders. Like every guy that got picked on this team are leaders. So it just like it was a perfect group of guys in my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are like you see how DJ carries himself, you see how Cole carries himself,
Yep.
Jermaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, like all these guys, Caleb, Mercedes Lewis, like they all carry themselves a certain way. Like these are guys, Jalen Johnson, like these are guys that
Yeah.
um the team rallies around and gravitates towards. Like those are the guys you see it all the time. Like you were seeing it in training camp, you were seeing it in the preseason. Like you know who the guys. Like you just kind of knew who the leaders are. Like you know who they are, and
Right.
I feel like these eight are definitely the guys. Like you could just tell by their presence, the way they carry themselves, the way they talk, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yep, that he's that dude. He's like you could just tell usually 9 times out of 10.
Right.
Yep,
Right. Right.
he's
Right.
that guy. Like especially Cole. That's why I'm happy for Cole and Jalen Johnson and TJ Edwards because they're those guys, right? They may not be the like rah rah guys. They may not be like the loudest type or the rallying type,
Mm-hmm.
but they lead in different ways, and they lead in ways that I think get overlooked sometimes, or I mean underlooked. So
All right.
you know,
Yeah. Well, y'all, that is a that is it for today's show. As y'all see, I got a special guest, so he's getting antsy. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to keep a 1-year-old sit still for long. Yep, he's smiling. Yep. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. No, you don't want to do it? Okay. Anyways, but yeah, so Sunday's gonna be a good game, man. Hope y'all all
hey,
enjoy it. We look forward to the see what the Bears
hey,
do, man. And we will be on Sunday morning, Coach C show.
yes,
Uh doing a
pregame,
pregame show. Me, AJ, uh
okay,
Justin, Bishop, and Coach C. So we'll be on there. We'll be previewing the game. I'm sure we'll talk about more, and then AJ gets to do her rant on what she said, Tyson Beijing
bro.
too.
They cannot hide from me.
She
Sunday
been
is over. Sunday
she
is
been waiting a
wrapping up.
month. I'm just
They
gonna say
better be prepared Sunday, cause I'm not
that.
like, bro.
She been
I,
waiting at least 3 weeks for
I've
this.
been waiting. I've been waiting. So they can't avoid me forever.
Yeah, so
It will
tune in
happen.
on Sunday, 10 o'clock Central, 11 Eastern, and then we'll be back on Monday, regular time. We'll talk about
Yep, to talk about the
the
game
game
after
and
the
what we thought.
aftermath. Win
Yeah,
or
yeah.
lose. We'll be here. So
We'll be here to talk about it and get y'all. Some of y'all want to hop on and give us some questions, whatever comments. That's cool.
leave a question. Leave a
Yeah,
comment.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know where to find us. You know where to find me. If you
Yeah.
have any questions or comments you want us to add to the show, just
Yeah.
let
Exactly.
me know. Let Julius know. We'll
Yeah.
try to add it on the show. We'll try to get to your questions and comments.
Yeah. Because we,
Like,
hey,
don't
we might
forget to
know a
like,
lot. Yeah.
subscribe, comment.
Yeah. Yep, because the comments, man, help us. Especially if we missing something, you want to talk about something, you want to discuss it. Hey, let us know because hey, we might have missed something important. So
Right.
we try to cover as much as we can, but hey, sometimes we might miss some things. So y'all have a good week. Enjoy this weekend. NFL regular season kicks off tomorrow. Chiefs and Ravens. So y'all have a good one, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Later.
Peace out, y'all. Say bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, did we miss that? Oh yeah. We'll talk. We'll talk about it on We'll
What?
talk
Talk
about
about what?
the season finale of Hard Knocks. We'll talk about it on Monday. We didn't even talk about it. We'll
Oh
talk about
yeah,
it
we'll
Monday.
talk about that Monday,
Yeah, we'll
Montego.
talk about it Monday.
We'll
Yeah,
get to that on Monday.
we got you. We'll talk about it
We
Monday.
will get that. Don't worry.
Yep. All right, y'all. Peace.
Later.